I am so excited today because I am going to do something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. So these are Costco muffins, and I think most folks are familiar with them. And I enjoy them all the time plain, but I've just had this idea of making my little mini cakes. And so I'm going to give it a whirl. We'll see how it turns out. If I can get them open. Okay, so I'm just going to take a couple of them, and I put them in the refrigerator for a few hours, hoping that that will help when I go to cut them. But they're already thawing out, like they thawed out really, really fast. So we'll see. Maybe it's better to freeze them first. I made my frosting ahead of time. I made a buttercream frosting with vanilla, adding a little milk. And then for my chocolate frosting, I just used the Hershey's chocolate recipe that's on the Hershey's can. It makes an excellent chocolate frosting, and I only use about half the amount of chocolate, so it's more of a milk chocolate. Here we go. This should be interesting. And I know it seems like a simple thing, but I want to make these sweet little cakes. With Mother's Day coming up, I'm thinking, wouldn't that be cute if I just did these instead of like a big cake or cupcakes? I'm kind of done with cupcakes, but these would be a little more custom. And because there's more than one mom at Mother's Day gatherings often, then you could do, you could do so many and you don't have to bake them. So this should be easy squeezy, right? I'm not even baking a cake. I'm just going to cut off the top and try and level it. That makes sense. And we're not going to throw this away because I'm going to take that to lunch tomorrow at work. I'm picturing, boy, do I want to do 3 layers or 2? Maybe I'll try one with 2 layers, and then we'll try one with 3. Because, these just taste like cake. They're so good, and they have the chips in them. It doesn't get any better than this. Why would you even need to make a cake? Oh, man, that cut like butter. Look at that. Perfect. And it's not even frozen anymore, so I don't, or cold, I don't think you even need to make them cold. But I'm going to save this soft, nice side for the top. And then I'm going to put this on the bottom. So I'm just going to start frosting it and see how it goes. Well, actually, I changed my mind. Now, see, I'm doing this with you for the first time, so I didn't rehearse. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just making it happen. So let's do one where we cut it in 3 and see if it holds together. And then I can frost it both ways, because that would be really cute if you could have 3 layers. So I'll take my little top off. And that'll be for lunch the next day. Get my chip. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do, gotta go slow because I don't want to crash it. We'll see if it works. So far. Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. So I've already made my frosting, and I'm making 2 kinds because I'm making chocolate and vanilla. Oh, it fell apart. But maybe we'll try this. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can put that back in after I'm frosting. That's going to be the base. And normally I put my parchment paper down and everything so that I don't get my plate all frosting-y, but I'm not going to be serving them on here. I'm just putting this here so it's easier to reach. So I'm just going to go right to it, and we'll see how it goes. So I have my chocolate frosting. Maybe I should be, doing the pre-frost where you put it in the fridge for an hour or whatever. We'll see. We'll see if they crumble. If they do, then I'll have to do that. But hopefully, because this is supposed to be easy, right? So there we go. Very cute. I've got one little layer. Oh, wait, no. I think I have it backwards. Okay, so it's this one. So I'm putting a little more frosting on there. And so far, it's staying together. Is it going to be so cute? Okay, I'm going to do this broken piece first and see if I can salvage it. Looks like somebody took a bite out of it. But let's see. Okay. they kind of squish together pretty good. I think it would be better if they were frozen. I will tell you that. It is getting very soft working with it, and that's from the fridge. So I think it would be better if they were frozen and you just got right to it. But here we go. We're still going to give it a whirl. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but oh, it stayed together. It did great. I guess you better make sure your hands are clean when you're doing this, because your hands are all over them. Okay. I think what I am going to have to do, though, when I do my first frost is I am definitely going to have to put them in the fridge and have them get cold before I do the final frost. Okay, so there's that guy. And here's the top. Look how cute that is. It's going to be 3 layers, this little thing. Okay, I'm going to do a base layer, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge. And then I'm going to come back to it and do, you know. So I'm just going to do the best I can. So this can be the ugly layer, I call it. They definitely look homemade. So you just tell everybody that you made them yourself. And I'm not a cake maker, but I can do some creative things. Oh, it's coming together. Look at that. Look. Perfect little edge on it. Okay. So it's a little bit of work, but that's my fault because I goofed off too long and they weren't cold anymore. So you get the idea, and I think that after watching me, you're going to be a lot more better equipped to do this. So I need one of those little spinny things, but I don't have one. So here we go. Okay, so that was a hot mess trying to frost those and them falling apart. So I ended up having to put them in the fridge. I made a couple little blueberry ones with the white frosting, and I'm going to put those in the fridge now, and then we're going to come back to it. But that has a perfect little first coating. So let's put them in I'm actually going to put them in the freezer just to speed up things. I have my little spot here. It doesn't take too long, so hopefully they'll be done in about 20 minutes and I can resume frosting. Oh, okay, so this one's perfect. And I have one blueberry that's ready. Woohoo! Final frost on the blueberry. And, you know, there's no way to do this without putting it in the fridge first. And one thing I found that, I'm running out of frosting. I didn't make it up. But one thing I found is that it's really sweet this way because I cheated and tried one. So I think because they're so small, it's a lot of sugar, and Costco muffins have a lot of sugar in them anyhow. So maybe it would be good to frost the middle and then like use whipped cream on the outside. That way you have a little bit of sweet, but not too much. Helps us dipping in the water so you can get a good spread. But yeah, it's looking great. I might have to stop and make some more frosting. I mean, they're just adorable. I just love these. And I'm sure most people out there can do this better than me. I just had a vision, but I've learned so much from this session, and I would do it entirely different if I were to do it again. They would be frozen solid. 3 layers does not work. Not only that, but it's just simply too sweet. So 2 layers only, frozen, and then do your first layer of frosting and put it back in the fridge. And then it's easy peasy. It's probably a 5 to 10 minute project. We have this one done, and it turned out really good. It's really cute. It's not done yet. I'm going to embellish, but let's move on to the chocolate, and I will finish that one. So because I had this one almost completely frosted when I stuck it in the fridge, it's pretty much ready and just needs a smooth out. And I'm just going to do that because I don't want to add any more frosting. Like I said, it's really sweet. It's yummy. But if you have a sweet tooth, heck yeah. But they're just intended to be little fun cakes. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to look cute. And they don't have to be your only dessert if you're having a little gathering. And also, if you just want to put some in the freezer, these freeze so well. Yeah, it's blending really well now. It worked out really well putting them in the freezer for a little bit. And I think this one's done. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to look homemade. I want it to look like I created it myself and not like a perfect little bakery cake. So I think it's done. The extra blueberry, I decided it was too sweet, so I'm going to put whipped cream on it. But in reality, you probably wouldn't have any frosting on this one. I'm just going to see how it turns out with whipped cream. This is a perfect way just to add a little fluff. Look how cute that looks. Little Costco cakes. Perfect. Maybe I should have done vanilla first. How cute are these? Oh my God. Adorable. Oh my gosh, my Mother's Day little cakes. And I think I'll just embellish this blueberry one with a couple little blueberries. Adorable. Beautiful. How cute is that? So it was a hot mess, and I learned a lot from doing it, but this is the exact vision that I had. And I hope you give it a try, and I hope it's a lot less messy for you, but fun. Just look at these cute little cakes, and you don't have to bake a cake. Woohoo! See you next time.